tryna make it. Too many people, they don't let me down. But I keep it real, no time for hating. I'm always on that PC tryna shape my sound. See, I'm just tryna make it. I've got some people, I cannot let it down. Aiming for the top of the mountain. Not there yet, but I've left the ground. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just tryna make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just tryna make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
We are back in this bitch. Hope everybody doing all right, man. I know y'all. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about none of that, man. Make sure y'all do y'all boy a favor as usual. Like, subscribe, share, turn the notice on, all that in the bag of chips, and I need my Otis. We about to get into it tonight. All right now. All right now. All right now. Hope everybody doing good. Look, y'all, we're gonna cover a few topics tonight, man. We're gonna talk about some of the bad cities in this country. And we might actually look up who runs them. We might look up who runs them. Because you know, we've been doing this little political talk for a little bit. We're also going to talk about China, what they've been saying back to us. This is definitely political. What they've been saying back when it pertains to the tariffs and everything that's going on. It's back and forth we got going. And then also, I'm going to end y'all on a funny one. Because we got to talk about SpongeBob, y'all. We got to talk about SpongeBob. We definitely got to talk about SpongeBob. But I hope everybody's doing all right tonight. I hope everybody's feeling good. Because we're going to get into it. We're going to make it quick. Going to make it easy. Drop the link ahead of time just in case any of y'all want to give y'all opinion on things. But we're going to start off with the top 15 states when it pertains to crime. Because contrary to belief, contrary to popular demand, or news, you might be surprised with what states have the highest crime rates. And I think that's something that we need to, we need to talk about, man. Like, a lot of people don't know. They just have these narratives that have been pushed in their head because they don't understand. They've been brainwashed to believe it was certain places. Well, let's find out. And shout out to my boy, The World According to Briggs. Shout out to his channel. I fuck with his channel. I'm being dead serious with y'all. This is one of those channels that I fuck with, and I want y'all to fuck with it too. If y'all feeling free, like feeling a little froggy. I don't know why I say friendly. That didn't sound right. Sound diddy like. If y'all feeling froggy, fuck with your boy. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into it, man. And we're gonna see what it's talking about. I got my girl, Miss Alexis from Texas, up in the building. Always in the building. Shout out. She said howdy. I'm just saying, ma'am. I'm just gonna say ma'am. And look, y'all, we gonna get it popping. So if y'all are ready to learn something, I hope I'm gonna learn something too, because I didn't watch this video all the way through. We'll all find out something. Top 15 worst states when it pertains to crime rates. Let's see where it is. Here you go. Let's see if Chicago's number one. Let's see if Chicago's number one, because I know I hear that from a lot of people all the time. Chicago's number one. All right, let's see. Check it out, y'all.
If you've ever wondered where to relocate to spice up your life with a side of panic and insomnia, this listicle is for you. These are the states where the crime rates are so infamous they deserve their own CSI series. Most Americans have an opinion on what are the worst states when it comes to crime. The problem is, most Americans are wrong, on the order at least. Today we're looking at a survey that was given to registered voters in every state, where they simply asked which state has the highest crime rate. We ranked the top 15 and then looked at where the FBI actually ranks these states. Sort of a opinion versus reality video. These states are ranked from, lock your car doors to maybe buy a panic room. I promise, by the end, you'll be shocked. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look.
If y'all don't know about that catchphrase, y'all gonna learn about that catchphrase tonight. That's what Briggs be on. Got it, get it, good. Motherfucker, keep moving.
Number 15, Colorado, the mile-high criminal state. So most Americans think that Colorado is the 15th worst state when it comes to crime. Most Americans are wrong because it's worse. Sure, Colorado is known for its breathtaking mountain views and legalized recreational activities, but it also excels at property crime. Yeah, they got a problem with break-ins and car thefts. It's a hot trend there, especially in Denver and Aurora. It's almost like the criminals in Colorado see every garage as a free drive-through for your next ride type of place. In Denver, burglary rates are about as high as the Rockies. Thieves apparently enjoy snowboarding just as much as the locals, so keep an eye on your gear. And Aurora, let's not say it's worse, but it sure feels like it. A couple years back, catalytic converter theft was like the big thing around Denver. If you don't know what that is, it's part of your car that's underneath the car, and people would go under there with saws, saw it off real quick, and leave because there's elements inside there that are...
Yeah, they got them raw material. What the fuck am I talking about? They got raw minerals inside of there that you can sell. Yeah, them Cadillac converters get snatched up real quick, especially if you got a Kia, because Kia use a lot of them.
Very valuable. I think one of the best things I ever saw for that, it was actually here in Portland. Someone went into Target or Walmart or something like that, and locals saw this guy pull up, jack up the car a little bit, and climb underneath in the parking lot, broad daylight. And they're all, what are you doing? The guy just kept working like he was at his job and had to ignore the public. One of the people standing there walked over to his car, the criminal's car, and just flattened his tires for him. He took his catalytic converter he just stole, got in his car with 2 flat tires, and rolled on down the way. My understanding is he did get arrested. Colorado doesn't have a terrible violent crime situation. It's just overall crime because they've got a lot of burglaries, a lot of car theft, a lot of just theft in general. Most Americans think Colorado is the 15th worst state when it comes to crime. They're actually the 6th worst. One being the best, which in this case is Maine.
6th worst, Colorado. Y'all lock that in y'all head. 6th worst state when it pertains to crime. Colorado. Who would have thunk?
14, Nevada. Viva Las Victimization. Nevada may be the land of slot machines and regret, but it's also the land of violent crime. Las Vegas leads the pack with a smorgasbord of assaults, robberies, and fraud. What happens in Vegas might involve calling 911. Reno isn't far behind. While it brands itself as the biggest little city, the crime stats make it feel more like the biggest little danger zone. From pickpockets on the strip to full-on carjackings, Nevada keeps it interesting. Right now in Nevada, cybercrime is skyrocketing. So while you're busy playing blackjack, someone might be playing hack into your bank account. Most Americans think that Nevada is the 14th worst state when it comes to crime. They're actually the 10th, according to the FBI. Number 13, Arizona, where the heat isn't just the weather. Arizona is famous for its blazing sun, but it's also cooking up crime rates that will leave you sweating. Phoenix is a hotspot for aggravated assaults, while Tucson serves up a buffet of property crimes. Phoenix, known for its sprawl, means criminals have a lot of space to operate. You're just as likely to get your car stolen as you are to find a decent parking spot here. Meanwhile, Tucson is the Wild West of porch pirates, who seem to think Amazon packages are community property. In recent news, drug-related crimes are a big deal. Cartels love Arizona's proximity to the border. So if you're into the Breaking Bad style drama, you found your match. Most people think Arizona is the 13th worst state when it comes to crime. They're actually the 20th, so they're doing better than most people think.
Y'all gotta admit, that's a big difference. This is the first time we ran across a state that actually people voted on thinking that they're really bad, and they weren't. But we gotta keep going. Michigan.
Number 12, Michigan. Michigan's got the Motor City and motor theft. Detroit is infamous for violent crimes, and Flint's water crisis hasn't helped its reputation either. Even though that's not a crime, well, I guess it could be because some people were brought up on charges because of it, but those were political people and there's only a handful of them so. But if you're looking for adrenaline, try walking around the suburbs of Detroit after dark. Downtown is doing great. The suburbs and the neighborhoods around downtown, not so much. Detroit's assault rates are sky high, proving that the city's gritty charm is not just a branding gimmick. Over in Flint, the locals are so tough they practically are crime-proof, unless it's identity theft, which is running rampant there. And of course, carjackings are still a big thing throughout Michigan. Now, this is one of the first ones that actually American people got it right, according, they matched up with the FBI. Michigan is considered the 12th most dangerous state. A lot of that has to do with Flint and Detroit, but the FBI ranks them 12th worst as well when it comes to crime. Number 11, South Carolina.
Damn, South Carolina.
Hospitality with a side of burglary. South Carolina might charm you with its beaches, but its crime rates will send you running inland. Charleston and Columbia lead the state in thefts, assaults, and break-ins, with a bunch of small towns that are trying to keep pace with their big city partners. Charleston's cobblestone streets might be historic, but so is their crime rate. Columbia's got its own issues with violent crime. Don't let that southern drawl fool you. You might be sweet-talked out of your wallet. The American people seem to think South Carolina is the 11th worst in the country, but the FBI says they're ranked number 7.
Tennessee.
Number 10, Tennessee, the volunteer state for victimhood. Tennessee is home to Nashville's country music and Memphis blues.
Hold on. That's kind of cold, bro. That's kind of cold the way he said that. Tennessee, the volunteer state for victimhood. Like he just slid that in there like nobody heard that. I heard that shit. I caught that shit, buddy. That shit was pretty funny.
State for victimhood. Tennessee is home to Nashville's country music and Memphis blues, but both cities love singing the blues about their crime rates. Memphis is practically the crime capital of the South, with violent crimes as common as barbecue joints. Nashville isn't far behind. While aspiring musicians play their hearts out on Broadway, pickpockets work just as hard. The city's property crime would make even Taylor Swift write a breakup song about it. These days, their current headlines are all gang-related violence and drug busts. So if you're planning a trip, maybe pack a little more than cowboy boots. I'm thinking some personal security. Tennessee isn't far from the facts. American people have them ranked number 10, and the FBI has them ranked 8th.
Y'all are about to start seeing what I keep trying to portray to other people when they watch like shows like Fox News and shit like that, when they try to perpetuate dumbass shit. Because if you look at those states, I want you to think in your mind, who do they normally vote for? Who normally runs those states? Let's keep going. What are we on? What are we on right now? What are we on right now?
Ranked number 10, and the FBI has them ranked 8th.
Missouri.
Number 9, Missouri. Missouri in the Midwest. Missouri's crime rate makes it a Midwest outlier. St. Louis and Kansas City are main culprits, with homicide rates so hard they're practically Olympic level. St. Louis's violent crime rate is an art form, and Kansas City's no slouch, with property crimes and assaults competing for the spotlight. It's like Missouri's criminals are vying for the crime equivalent of a Grammy. The state is currently battling an uptick in gun violence, so maybe think twice before hitting up a late-night barbecue joint in either Kansas City or St. Louis. You know, you never hear anything about the state of Missouri. You only hear about St. Louis and Kansas City, which, yes, are both in Missouri, but you never really hear much about the state itself. It's like those two cities are taking all the spotlight. And not in a good way. Unless you're talking about beer or barbecue. American people think that Missouri is the 9th worst state when it comes to crime, but the FBI says they're actually the 5th worst state.
God damn it, they done threw my state in this bitch. Yo, they done threw Alabama in here. All right, let's see what's bad about Alabama.
Number 8, Alabama. Roll Tide and roll your windows up. Alabama may love its football, but it also is a fan favorite of violent crime. Birmingham and Montgomery are the state's crime capitals, with aggravated assaults and robberies leading the charge. Birmingham's reputation for crime is about as strong as the barbecue sauce. It's always barbecue sauce.
Oh, look, for all the people that think Alabama ain't got no cities and no interstate and shit, what he's showing you right now, that's in Birmingham. That's Birmingham, Alabama right now that he's showing you. There's buildings and things. This is not countryside, motherfucker. But yeah, they got crime down here, though. I will tell y'all that.
You know, I think because I'm losing weight, all I'm thinking about is barbecue and things like that when I'm writing these scripts. So I apologize in advance. And to be honest, whenever I go to most of these states, I hit up barbecue places. I should start a whole channel related to eating barbecue. I'll probably have to buy new clothes, though, because that'll fatten you up in a hurry.
Yeah, we got some good barbecue down here.
Anyway, Montgomery.
All right, man, that's a Sloss Furnace right there.
Well, let's just say capital in state capital might as well refer to the capital of break-ins. In recent headlines, you could see that they're struggling with drug-related crimes and gang activity. If you're heading down south, maybe avoid the back roads and stick to the tailgates. At least there, the only thing you'll lose is your voice from cheering on the Tide. Now, this one's going to blow you away because here's Alabama ranked at number 8, right? The 8th worst in the nation when it comes to crime. The FBI does not see it that way at all. They have them as the 22nd worst. And I looked into it, and for the most part, most of the crime is happening in Birmingham. Montgomery's no slouch, like I'd said. But after that, I mean, the rural areas are fairly safe, and it's just kind of mellow. And of course, you got places like Huntsville where there's, I wouldn't say there's no crime, but compared to the other two major cities in Alabama, there's no crime. I found this one weird.
And it is kind of weird for him to say that because I know about Birmingham, I know about Montgomery, I know about Huntsville. Huntsville's developing. Huntsville will be the crime capital eventually of Alabama. But yeah, Birmingham definitely is holding the torch. Montgomery, you losing the torch. They lost it. They lost it because Birmingham has more development. But yeah, Birmingham, Alabama used to be number 3 on the list of most dangerous cities to live in. A lot of people don't know that. They still should be when it comes to murder rate. But deletion rate. I can't say that on YouTube because YouTube's on that funny shit. Deletion rate. But y'all see we going through a lot of red states right now, right? Well, let's keep going. What we got? Georgia next?
Number 7, Georgia, the peach state with a pit of crime. Georgia might offer southern charm and a slower lifestyle, but it's also serving up high crime rates, especially in Atlanta, College Park, and Macon. Atlanta's blend of big city energy and suburban sprawl make it a playground for criminals. In Atlanta, car theft and burglary are basically spectator sports, and the other cities hide a darker side, with property crimes that might make you clutch your pearls and your wallet. The current crime trends include rising cases of human trafficking and cybercrime. So while you're Instagramming those historic pictures and lovely scenery, keep an eye out for something suspicious, or just avoid public Wi-Fi altogether. What's strange about Georgia in general, it used to be a lot worse. I mean, when I was, we're talking 25 years ago, when I was living outside of Columbus, Georgia, the place was terribly dangerous. Now it's not horrible. They used to have all kinds of shady massage places in Columbus. It's right outside of a military base, so I mean, it only makes sense. Now, this one the American people got all wrong. They got the Peach State here at number 7, but with all the FBI stats, they claim it's the 30th worst state when it comes to crime. Number 6, the natural state, unnatural.
I ain't gonna bullshit, bro. It's a lot of red states on here, but we talk about crime all the time. Either way, though, let's keep going. I just think this is very profound because I didn't watch this video all the way through, y'all. I just watched the very beginning of it, just the very beginning, and I'm like, okay, man, well, I'm gonna learn something, and they're gonna learn something too, because he did all this research. Ward, according to Briggs, he researches all this shit and looks up the FBI data, and he does all that woo shit. It's a lot of fucking red states. You know, the ones who are, matter of fact, hold on, let me come back on screen. The ones who say they're tough on crime, law and order. It seems that y'all have the most crime in your states. But we got to see number one. Number one might be Chicago, you know, because that's who they always try to throw out there. Chicago and their crime. Okay, let's see if Chicago's on the list, even though, you know, Chicago's not a goddamn state.
Natural crime. Arkansas's nickname might be the natural state, but there's nothing natural about their crime rates. Little Rock and Pine Bluff are the epicenters, with violent crimes dominating the scene. I mean, and really dominating it. This is a place where you've got a better chance of getting pistol whipped in front of a mini-mart than you do getting full-time work. Little Rock's got a big reputation for small-time criminals with big ambitions. Meanwhile, Pine Bluff is practically a case study in what not to do when it comes to urban planning and crime prevention. Right now, gun violence and drug-related crimes are surging throughout Arkansas. So if you're looking for a thrilling adventure, Arkansas might be the ticket. Get a little nature, maybe see a shooting, see a chalk outline the police just made from a horrible crime. You know, they don't do the actual chalk outline. That's just for movies. Actually, just put a mark where the guy's head was, and then where his feet were, and then maybe circle where the gun fell, or if there was a gun, or any kind of bullets. No actual body outline thing, which is really disappointing because I've got a whole host of jokes about that. And if I made those jokes, I'd get people like the donut operator just climbing up my butt. They don't really do that. The American people seem to think that Arkansas is ranked 6th in the nation, when in reality, they're ranked 2nd. Yes, 2nd.
Here, look, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all this right now. When it comes to Alaska, a lot of people need to realize this shit. People that are felons, and usually of the inside of my hand persuasion, color people, they run their ass to Alaska, y'all. Just not even bullshitting with you. That is something I have heard my entire life dealing with my Caucasian brothers and sisters. They let you know they got an uncle or a cousin or somebody that done ran to Alaska because they got a felony down somewhere south, and they just want to get the fuck away. So they go to Alaska because they ain't going up there looking for them folks. They not going up there looking for them. You got to go past Canada to get to Alaska. The United States government really don't be going up there looking for these people, bro. It's like, man, as long as you stay your ass up there, we'll leave you the fuck alone. But yeah, Alaska, not surprising. There's a lot of criminals up there in Alaska. Yep. And y'all know it. I'm not even gonna say it.
Number 5, Alaska, the last frontier of crime. Alaska's wilderness might be vast and breathtaking, but its crime rates are equally as expansive. Anchorage and Fairbanks are the state's crime hubs, with violent assaults and theft leading the charge. Now, they also have another thing which you can't say. A lot of people call it SA, which is basically the unauthorized use of another person's body. That is a serious problem in Alaska. If you look at that crime stat alone, it is horrible in Alaska. Give you an example of how bad this is. First of all, the absolute best state for this, you know, the unauthorized use of another human's body. In New Jersey, they're the best state for this. 17.9 out of every 100,000 people. Number 2, as in worst, is Arkansas with 72.3 for every 100,000 residents. Now, these are 2023 numbers. It's the latest ones. No, so it's 72.3 is number 2. Alaska is number 1 with 118.4. They have over 100 more than New Jersey. You know, I'm no math genius, but I think Alaska needs to put a little more effort into stopping this. I was actually talking to a young lady that when I went on an Alaskan cruise, she was one of the locals. And I brought that up to her because we were talking about the police there and everything. And she goes, yeah, it's a big problem. It's not a matter of if that's going to happen to you. It's really when is it going to happen to you? I was like, that is horrible. That's no way to live. But in Anchorage, it seems criminals are as active as the bears. Fairbanks, on the other hand, has a penchant for vehicle theft, probably because walking anywhere is as cold as it is cruel. Domestic violence and SA are alarmingly high, making Alaska a frontier you might want to think twice about exploring without some serious precautions. Now, this one's not far off. Most people think Alaska is number 5 on this list, but the FBI said they're the 4th worst when it comes to crime.
4th worst, y'all. Alaska. That probably tickled your pickle right there. Probably tickled your pickle right there, y'all. Probably didn't even know that. Let's talk about Louisiana, y'all. Another red state.
Number 4, Louisiana, the Bayou State of Bedlam. Louisiana's spicy food pairs perfectly with the equally spicy crime rate. New Orleans is the state's crown jewel of chaos where muggers, assaults, and property crimes are as common as beads during Mardi Gras. Baton Rouge's violent crime is taking the lead, with gun violence and gang activity topping the charts. The city might have a river running through it, but it's not exactly washing away any of the crime problems. Recently, carjackings have become all the rage in New Orleans. Uber drivers are basically auditioning for the Fast and the Furious. If you're planning to visit, maybe leave your valuables at home. Not in your car, because they'll get in there too and take them. I was in New Orleans 2 years ago this month, and I saw it was Bourbon Street. It was during festival, not Mardi Gras yet, but I saw the most interesting thing. There must have been something like a prom or a homecoming, but a bunch of high school age kids were dressed really nice, and they're walking down Bourbon Street, and nothing was wrong. They were all safe. But this one boy started, getting in this young girl's face, probably his girlfriend. They were having some kind of spat, but he was getting very aggressive. Me being the father of a young lady, I kind of slowed down and turned around and kept an eye on them because I wasn't going to be around. I wasn't going to stand there if he got physical with her. While I'm looking at them, I realized about 5 other guys right around my age were doing the exact same thing. I'm thinking, all those guys have daughters too, and they've seen this type of dude before. In the end, some other big kid that was with them came over and kind of pushed him away, and all things were okay as far as I know. But I thought it was just funny that, when you're a mom, you hear a kid cry, you just jump out of your skin. When you're a dad, you see things like that, and you're all, okay, this isn't happening on my watch. The American people think Louisiana is number 4. They're actually the worst. They're number 1. Congratulations, Louisiana. You're number 1.
Hey, we gonna pause right there. The number 1 worst state in the United States of America when it pertains to crime is Louisiana. Not Chicago. Not that blue state that y'all keep wanting to talk about, even though they vote however they vote. We got to stop the demonization. That's the whole point of me covering this type of video. The demonization and the propaganda that keeps getting put into people's heads. The programming. Every time you talk about crime somewhere, they be like, well, what about Chicago? Chicago ain't the worst motherfucking goddamn fucking city. It ain't. Because they're grading all of these. But I know some people will be over here and sit like, oh, no, that's crazy. All the ones y'all done seen so far have been certified red states. And those are people that want to demonize fucking states the most. Cities and states. But let's keep going. New Mexico's up. Number 3.
Number 3, New Mexico, land of enchantment and larceny. New Mexico's enchanting desert skies come with a side of staggering crime. Albuquerque is the epicenter in this state, with property crime so high you'd think they've created a nationwide shortage on locks. The city's car theft rate is notable, earning it a spot on the place your vehicle might disappear list. Santa Fe, while slightly less chaotic, still has its fair share of burglaries and assaults. Currently, drug-related crimes and domestic violence are keeping the police busy. So if you're planning a southwestern getaway, maybe invest in a good security system or just don't unpack your car. The main reason New Mexico has such high crimes, and everyone thinks it does, they pretty much know it does, is the poverty. They have no jobs, their poverty rate is through the roof, and this of course leads to more crime. American people got this one right because the FBI says New Mexico is ranked 3rd. Now here's where they start losing people. Number
Lo and behold, another motherfucking red state. Let's talk about Texas. I'm sorry, Alexis.
2, Texas. Everything's bigger, including crime rates. Texas size isn't the only thing that's larger than life. Its crime rate is pretty high too. Houston is horrible. Dallas and San Antonio are helping lead the charge with violent crimes and property theft dominating their stats. In Houston, burglary and assault are like a rite of passage. Dallas isn't far behind with carjackings and robberies, keeping residents on their toes. San Antonio's historic charm doesn't exempt it from its fair share of criminal activity. Now, human trafficking is a really big problem in Texas right now, and it's all over the headlines. So that's, I'm sure, where a lot of people seem to think that Texas is just overrun like Escape from New York or something. And that's a movie from the 1980s. Look it up. So while Texas might pride itself on being welcoming, you might want to just keep one hand on your hat and the other one on your wallet. One of the biggest problems Texas faces, and it's not just the crime itself, is population density. A lot of their big cities have a lot of people living on top of each other. And that's the reason most major cities have crime. More people means more problems. With Houston, Dallas, San Antonio getting more and more crowded, the crime rate's going to go up. The American people seem to think Texas is number 2, but the FBI says they're number 9. All right, before we get to number 1, if you haven't subscribed to this,
Look, y'all, I'm ready to see number 1. I'm ready to see number 1. But he got to tell y'all something first.
This channel, please do so. It costs you nothing. Little button down below. You just click on subscribe, maybe hit the thumbs up button and that little bell notification so it sends you a message occasionally when we're about to upload. All right, on to number 1.
Message. Cali.
And number 1, California, the golden state of crime. Yep, that's right. Everyone seems to think California is the worst state when it comes to crime. And it kind of makes sense. They got these big cities, so you just assume that's what's going on. It's not. California might have its sunny beaches and Hollywood glitz, but it's also home to crime rates that could give you whiplash. Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Oakland are the main offenders. But most of the state, other than the big cities, and it's a big state, are relatively low when it comes to crime rates. But that doesn't mean there isn't crime going on. Like in Los Angeles, car break-ins are so common they might as well own their own Yelp review. San Francisco's picturesque streets are marred with rampant theft, and Oakland, let's just say it's a hot spot for everything from robberies to assaults. Currently, like you see all over the news, smash and grab robberies are all the rage. If you're heading to California, you might want to swap your designer bag for a fanny pack and keep it close. Now, like I'd said, a majority of the state is relatively safe, and cities like San Diego have a really low crime rate for a big city. It's just Los Angeles has some horrible places, San Francisco has the problems, and Oakland is the poster boy. The American people seem to think California is number 1 when it comes to crime. It's actually ranked 16th. Told you you'd be surprised by the end. All right, that's today.
Were y'all surprised? Were y'all surprised? Because I think a lot of people might be when it came down to that list. And the sad part is, if you think he's bullshitting, just go do the research yourself, and you'll come to the same results. Because I actually did look it up. I was surprised with California being where it was, but when it came to, even though I told you I didn't watch the video, even when it came to a lot of these other states, I wasn't surprised. When they said Alaska, not surprised. Arkansas, not surprised. Alabama, not surprised. Tennessee, not surprised. Alexa said she wasn't surprised either. Not surprised at all. But we hear a big argument when it comes to political things about these Democratic ran cities and all this voodoo stuff. And I'm like, all right, okay. Obviously, y'all just keep telling people shit because you know they ain't gonna never look a goddamn thing up. But when it comes down to it, the states that y'all represent are the ones who are the worst ones. But we're gonna move on because y'all know we got like this like trade war thing going on. You know, Trump's doing the tariffs and stuff. He sparked this thing off because you know he's a great negotiator and shit. That's what people keep telling me. He's been saying what he's been saying about China. China's been like the target, number 1 target. I want this motherfucker to hear something, and I hope he does hear it, because these Chinese folks got a message for you.
But the problem is,
They got a message for you, and I'm just be real with you. I don't have an issue with what they're saying, and I actually do not support this channel that I'm about to show y'all. But I'm gonna show y'all this channel anyways because they got all they goddamn videos together for me. But Pink Butt Lessons is about to tell y'all something. But I don't disagree with nothing that these Chinese people are about to say. So if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's get it.
but the problem is that in this scenario, to use your metaphor, the US has the bigger gun, and so China ends up having more to lose from this trade war, doesn't it? You know, it can't sustain the loss of 15% of its export market, i.e. what you export to the US.
Not at all. China is fully prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't
You
care.
can't-
We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if
I heard what that man said. We don't care. But I'm gonna let him continue. We don't care if we can't trade with America. We don't give a fuck.
the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
The tariff war between the US and China is really heating up. Not only do you have Chinese manufacturers coming out exposed.
Now look, I usually wouldn't let this motherfucker talk because I found out how she roll. But I'm gonna let her give her shit off because in this one video, I will say, I don't think she was being biased. I didn't knock her commentary, but I'm gonna let her continue. I'm sorry, y'all.
Luxury brands they've been doing business with all these years, but you have the Chinese getting on TikTok, a Chinese app, going toe-to-toe with Americans. You got this Chinese man here flat out taunting white people, calling them dumb.
MAGA people, you guys are really dumb. Seriously, the whole world know you guys are dumb. Only you guys don't know about it. I'm Chinese, I'm just very straightforward. You guys are so stupid. If the lies too complicated, you guys cannot even understand. So politicians have to make the most obvious, most ridiculous lies. And you guys like, oh, I get it. That makes sense.
He's saying MAGA, but everyone knows when an ethnic person says MAGA, that's code for white people. And he's been trolling them for days. I have to say, this whole fight is pretty interesting. He's got a...
And that's why I disagree with her. Yeah, MAGA is majority white, just like the United States is majority white. But boo-boo, don't sit around and play because you MAGA too. You MAGA too, just with your husband. Y'all both MAGA. Y'all both drink that same Kool-Aid. He talking about y'all. Don't try to just throw it off on white folks. Nah, boo-boo. There's some black folks, some Hispanic folks, some Indian folks, and some Asian folks. That's MAGA. We not just gonna throw it off on the white folks. They just the majority of it.
Clap back for every comment.
So many MAGA leave messages like, soon I will have no products from China. Yeah, that's only because soon you will have no home. Sorry, that's not funny. In China, we all have homes. Even the poorest have home, can afford fresh vegetable, meat, eggs. That's just like a basic human rights in China. And I hope you also have that basic human rights. Oh, nice. Thank you, sir. And yes, exactly. In this world, only China buying that many agricultural products. And 1.4 billion Chinese, no one is starving. Do you know India? India has people starving to death every year, and they are still exporting agricultural products to other countries. Capitalism. You must admit that Western propaganda is the best propaganda in humanity history. They make you know 1989. They don't make you know 1970 in Kent State, 1985 Philadelphia, right? Like a Chinese, we don't know about this dark history of Western countries. But you guys all know China's. So smart. Without United States, you have nothing, China. Yes, MAGA, we don't have child labor, school shooting, homeless problem, genocide, oligarchy, monopoly, crazy expensive yet inefficient healthcare system, heavy tax on working class, property tax every year, anti-Semitism awareness law, a supremacy bubble you live in, built by multi-billion-dollar worth propaganda, a fake free speech, fake democracy. Yeah, you guys got it all.
And I want people to really focus on what he just fucking said. Because I know some people like, oh, fuck that Asian dude. He talking shit. Nah. He ain't lying. Look, you ain't gotta like what he said. But is he lying? That's the question. Because I know a lot of Americans are indoctrinated to just snap on anything negative said about their country. But the question I want to ask you, is he lying? Let him say it one more time.
The supremacy bubble you live in, expensive yet inefficient health. Yes, MAGA, we don't have child labor, school shooting, homeless problem, genocide, oligarchy, monopoly, crazy expensive yet inefficient healthcare system, heavy tax on working class, property tax every year, anti-Semitism awareness law, a supremacy bubble you live in, built by multi-billion-dollar worth propaganda, a fake free speech, fake democracy. Yeah, you guys got it all. Huh?
And if you just go down the list on some of those, free speech, you think we really have free speech? I can't even really say what I want to say on YouTube sometimes. And people are like, well, YouTube is a private company. Guess who? This private company operates inside of the United States of America. So they should have to abide by the laws of the United States of America, which America says they have free fucking speech, right? It's all cap. It's all cap. Either way, though.
Also, we don't have MAGA. Hello from China. Let me show you the United States products in my home. Nothing. Do you have something from China in your home?
As you can see,
And I want people to really understand that. Like, look, the motherfuckers talking about he going hard on China. Most of your shit's made in China. So you don't go to war with them. Okay. When you don't get your refrigerator, we don't get your cell phone, we don't get your car, we don't get what you whatever the fuck it is that you like to use. And people will say, yeah, that's great. Y'all don't know how long it takes to build a factory. Y'all don't know how long it takes for them to actually produce the very first product so they can start shipping it out. You don't even know where they get the materials to produce the products that you want to buy. You don't know. You don't even know what the cost of it's going to be. But you want to sit here and talk shit to these motherfuckers who the United States went to, allowed their companies to go to because it was cheaper. You don't even want to, bruh. I'm loving this shit right now because the motherfuckers gonna find. I think I'm dealing with a lot of people in that MAGA section that are the people that cut their noses off. You know, just snatch it off, just whop, get the fuck out of here, to spike their face. It's like your face, you're a bitch. I don't like you. I'm a motherfucker. I'll cut your nose off. You're cutting your own nose off, and you don't understand. The United States tried to take advantage of these people. The United States ain't never did nothing out of the kindness of their heart, but people want to keep saying it, and they'll tell me, I like to the cows come home. They'll tell me, and I'm like, bitch, did you ever serve this country? Did you ever go and deal with international relationships between people and understand what the United States is actually doing? Oh no, you never did that. But you gonna tell me what the fuck it is? That's fine. That's fine. That's like telling a goddamn neuroscientist about neuroscience and you ain't never even studied in the field. Now I'm gonna defer to the motherfucker that has experience in this. But you know, a lot of Americans don't understand what the fuck's going on. America did not fucking like this war between us and China. China didn't start this shit. Contrary to belief, y'all. Contrary to belief. I'm being dead ass serious. This is crazy. Hold on. China didn't start this shit with us. The US companies, the US CEOs, the top 10%, top 1%, whatever, realized that they could go and make some easy money when China was down and out. So they sent all their jobs over there because they could do those jobs for cheap. And these people got smart on us. They started to adapt the same shit that Americans did when it came to how they do business. You know, take advantage of a motherfucker. They started doing that. Steal their ideas. That's why when you think Henry Ford, y'all think that he invented the car. No, he didn't. Chinese people stole that same shit. Just like Henry Ford stole the idea from a black man, and created an assembly line, the same way China stole the iPhone design, and they'll sell you a phone that look just like it. Just like it. If you gonna call them bad, what you gonna call yourself? And I think people need to truly understand this. But guess what? He ain't done.
This Chinese man pulled up and he's got all the smoke. He's literally got a response for every comment. Like this one right here, who admitted, yes, we have a lot of Chinese products, but said they're all garbage. Listen to his response.
Yeah, imagine why your importers only import cheap garbage and sell you with high price. Look, this garbage only $2 to buy, and in your country it will at least $19. Who's laughing now?
Or this commenter here who pointed out that a lot of Chinese moved to America and attend American universities, clawing at the opportunity to live in the United States. Basically saying if everything is so wonderful in China, why are they coming over here? He even had a response for that.
My dear Marga, that is not called so many. Chinese people are all around the world because there is over 1.4 billion Chinese, and the Chinese people have money to move around. You don't. Yes, that's called one-person work can support a whole family. Why you guys all obsessed with working? You think you don't have master? Then why you are being a financial slave? The student loan, all the interest of your loan is crazy. It's illegal in China. MAGA, the Federal Reserve using dollar to exploit people all around the world. And you didn't get the benefits. You pay tax and the tax money go to war. Why you sound so proud?
And look. I'm gonna stop right there because that's one thing that I keep trying to point out to a lot of dummies in America. Because we got a lot of dumb people. The United States education system did a great job, and they're trying to make it worse right now by taking it away from you. A lot of us are forced to pay in. Not even a lot of us. All of us are forced to pay into something that does not benefit you one goddamn bit. You know what's the funny thing is? You had an Asian guy, Andrew Yang, that tried to run for president in the Republican Party. He talked about a dividend for Americans. You know why he said that? Because he thought that was going to be a good way to get Americans to vote for him because Americans take so much of your money. The government works for us. The government, all the money and the power that they have, they took it from us. Every motherfucker going to work, paying taxes, raising kids, and doing those things, they charge you for it. Get your driver's license, charge you for it. Get married, charge you for it. This government has all of our money. And instead of giving it back to you in some form or some way, them bitches just spend it on fucking bombing the fuck out of other motherfuckers. Like, he ain't wrong when he said that shit. And a lot of Americans need to wake up for it. I want him to say that again. A lot of Americans need to wake up to that.
And the tax money go to war. Why you sound so proud?
Why are you proud of
Hi, I'm only joking with you. Why your MAGA suddenly got also defensive and started throwing all this Western propaganda about China at me? Those propaganda created to enslave you. It doesn't work on me. I know real China.
This man has been going on and on, taking shots just like the rest of them. The harsh truth, one that many Americans still haven't grasped, is that America created this monster. At the root of it all, America.
Thank you. And that's one thing I will give her props for that she said in this video. She said one true thing. Thank you.
American greed and corruption deeply embedded in the system. Now you have Chinese men openly taunting Americans, saying what America should be doing. Like this guy right here, he straight up said America needed a revolution. And let's be real, he didn't tell a single lie.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna actually make this statement known. Hold on, let me come up full screen when I make this statement. That's for majority of y'all white folks, and that's for the 25 to 35% of black folks. Probably about 80% of the Asian folks, 60% of the Hispanics, and I'll say the Indians and all them motherfuckers, the Hindu motherfuckers, which y'all are technically Asian too, whether y'all know it or not. I'll say about 70% of y'all. Y'all the motherfuckers who need to listen to that message. Because you come over here and you double down on this bullshit that they do. It's nothing but a divide and conquer tactic. These motherfuckers been robbing us blind. Somebody sit around and talk about why Obama went in as 100,000-aire and left out a millionaire. Because it's the game, motherfucker, and you ain't said about none of the other motherfuckers that came before him. You're complicit with the bullshit, depending on who the person that's doing it. That's why we have a felon in the White House right now. But you will criticize a black dude that got a traffic ticket. Think about that. Really think about, how do you come to those conclusions? These motherfuckers been stealing and scamming our ass for a long time. And I'm an asshole for saying it. They mean they need to stay in their country for saying it. Look, the truth hurts. The truth hurts, yo. The truth hurts. Especially with people that don't want to believe it. But these motherfuckers ain't lying. I'm just gonna tell you, these motherfuckers ain't lying, bro. Like when they say that motherfucker shooting 100, that motherfucker shooting 1,000 around this bitch. He ain't lying. Say it again, brother. Say it again, brother.
Should be doing, like this guy right here. He straight up said America needed a revolution.
Oh, my bad.
And
my
let's
bad.
be
Hold on.
real, he didn't tell a single lie.
Y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it. Y'all can hear it, but y'all can't see it. Let me get him back up there.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs only ship your job to China. Not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap laborers. And in the process, they hollowed out your middle class, crushed your working class, and told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money, but we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefited from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodge tax, and poured billions into endless wars. And you get stagnated wages, crippling health.
Think about that, y'all. You still got people right now talking about, yeah, them tax cuts, man. Trump need to pass them tax cuts. The ones he passed before, they were like, yeah, that's good. The same motherfuckers that took your goddamn job away, that sell you products. They do sell you a product. I will not deny that. They sell you a product. They took your tax dollars and took your jobs away, the jobs that you possibly could have got, and shipped them over there to Asia, then turned around and told your ass, I'm sorry, y'all. I get tired of saying this fucking common sense shit. This shit gets so fucking old, man. And that's why I say a lot of Americans are fucking stupid. I ain't even gonna call them dumb. I think stupid sounds worse. A lot of Americans are fucking stupid. They defend these same motherfuckers that took your job away. And go talk to them. Every last one of them motherfuckers that vote a certain type of way. I mean, call out the Democrats too, bro. Call out the Democrats too. I won't sit here and act like they ain't played a part in it, because everything the Republicans did, there was a Democrat that voted for it. I can't deny it. But guess what? Everything a Democrat fucking pushed, a Republican voted for it too. And people need to understand that neither one of them parties got your best interests at heart. But they allowed this shit to happen. They so quick to jump in and say that we don't want to have diversity, equity, and inclusion. We don't want black people in jobs. We don't want to give them the opportunity, even though they come from a fucked up situation that we put them fuckers in. We don't want to do none of that. We don't want to do none of that. But we want this shit. All right, let's keep going.
Healthcare cost, cheap dopamine, debt, and flag wave probably made in China while they pick your pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs fit your lies. Well, they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
He said we allow.
Hey, y'all. And he 100% goddamn right. When America does something, they demonize somebody else. And I'm going to give y'all 2 examples at the bare minimum. We have an illegal immigration problem. I said this other night when I talked to Grace when she did her show. Why are they coming here? Because we got fucking Americans that will pay them because they don't want to pay other Americans a certain wage to do a job. There's an incentive for them to come here. They're just not coming here thinking like, oh, I just want to be on the land of America. No, they know there's a job here where they can make more money than they made in their country. So they come here. America did that. Drugs. Drugs, when they're affecting a certain group of people, because we had a crack epidemic, and that solution was just lock everybody the fuck up. But when we had a fentanyl epidemic, which the United States allowed to come into this country. How our border straight? And everybody wants to say, oh, the Democrats let them in there. There weren't no Republican presidents. How you think they got a supply line? You think a supply line just got built in 4 years? Bitch, you stupid if you really think that. This shit been going on for fucking decades, centuries, millennium. I'm gonna take it to some astronomical dumb shit now, because we talking about dumb shit. These motherfuckers been bringing drugs into this country. You know why? Because a lot of white folks like drugs. Cocaine came from another country because white folks wanted it. This fentanyl came over here because the same white folks that wanted to sell cocaine, they didn't want to spend that money because the price of cocaine was going up. That cocoa plant getting a little more expensive. I can cut it with fentanyl. I can cut it with that shit. Fuck the baking soda, nigga. I'm gonna just cut it with that shit. That's a little cheaper. That's why all this shit is here. And they looked out for the motherfuckers. Oh, we need to give these people help. Everything that's going on in this goddamn country, the powers that be allowed it. And I'm going to keep saying it because black folks ain't never ran this goddamn country. I know some folks going to get mad about this, but all of this shit, every time I see the news complaining about some international this, some international that, what's going on inside the country, I call that shit white folks' problems. It's white folks' problems. It's white folks' problems. It's white folks' problems. Because we ain't had no say-so in that shit. We ain't had no say-so in that. And I'm talking about my melanated brothers and sisters. We ain't had no say-so in that. White folk problems. And they get mad about that because you got to stand on the island by yourself and realize your folks fucked up. That's why y'all got fucking electric traps and all these goddamn fucking poisons and shit trying to keep these goddamn fish that y'all wanted to eat algae from getting into the Great Lakes because y'all put them in a goddamn area where they ain't got no natural predator. And I'm talking about the American carp. Well, the Asian carp is actually, well, you can call it an American now, but it's really the Asian carp. They put a bunch of fucking fish in the area to eat up some goddamn algae, but didn't take into account that these motherfuckers ain't got no predator. So these bitches gonna multiply. Them bitches fucking like rabbits. They fucking like rabbits. So now they gotta build up electric fences and shit to keep these bitches out of the Great Lakes because otherwise they ain't gonna have no ecosystem. All your shrimp, all your clams, crab, and all that shit, they're gonna disappear if them bitches get up there. But they ain't gonna tell you that. But them white people problems. Them white people problems. Don't nobody look at that shit because don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. I give a fuck about that shit though. This dude ain't fucking lying. Got King James in the building. He said American industry began leaving the US in the mid-60s. Yep, I agree. And 90% of CIA is financed off record through narcotics and human trafficking syndicate. Oh yeah. Yeah. People watch movies. Look, that's the funny thing about movies they show. A lot of people see like they get the reverse psychology of it. It's like if I show it to them in a movie, they'll think it's just a movie. Dumbass bitch. Movies are based off of fucking real life shit. What do you think they got the idea for to do the movie? Where do you think they got the idea of it to do the goddamn movie? But we got so many Americans that's living in the goddamn fantasy. And he also said, King James said, community destroying narcotics was intentionally spread by alphabet agencies for 65 years. Yeah. Yeah. When people say they brought crack into our neighborhoods, I don't understand why people argue against it. People, I really don't understand why people try to argue against black folks when we say we need some reparations. It's like, oh, we freed you. What else you want? you don't account for these last couple of years. Like, I don't know how long, 40, 50, 60,000 years. I don't know how long you want to say it. I ain't gonna say thousands because obviously it wasn't that long. But these hundreds of years that you continue to put us in a bad position to try to hold us down. You're not going to account for that. You just want to say slavery, and you don't even want to account for that. Okay. Gonna continue to hear people like me opening my motherfucking mouth and saying something about it. But either way, I'm gonna let this Chinese guy keep getting off, bro. Cause he eating, bro. They eating. All of them been eating. All these Asian folks been eating, bro. Keep eating.
Allowed this to happen. We allowed American manufacturing to die. We allowed American jobs to be taken. And we beefed China up so much they can openly say all this right now in the face of Americans with a nonchalant attitude. I mean, seriously trolling.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said,
You goddamn right, King James. You goddamn right.
is 15%.
We don't
You
care.
can't.
We don't care.
You
Mother
heard that
people,
man said? That man said he don't give a fuck. Not saying it in the black way. He said we don't care. That motherfucker said we don't give a fuck. Because that's how I say it. When you don't lose American trade, we don't give a fuck. Bitch, we good now. A lot of people keep trying to say China's the second superpower. China's the number one superpower. I just want to break that to a lot of motherfuckers. They have more people. At this point, they have the same military in a certain sense. Now they got to upgrade their ships, they got to upgrade their planes and things of that sort. But with the money and the manpower that they have, dude, they can easily do that. China's the number one. They number one right now. And I'm not trying to say that to be mean because I'm an American myself. I happen to be born into this shit. I'm an American, but I can call balls and strikes. Motherfucker, we don't want to fuck with these people. They can insulate themselves if it came down to it. We can't.
You guys are really dumb. Seriously, the whole world know you guys are dumb. Only you guys don't know about it.
Yeah, they don't care anymore because they got what they wanted. And now we're the ones holding the bag full of broken pieces.
And see, that's the problem. I don't like what she said. They got what they wanted. Say that one more time. China got what they wanted. Hold on. Let's see that. Let's hear her say that dumb shit again.
Oh, you guys are dumb. Only you guys don't know about it.
Yeah, they don't care anymore because they got what they wanted. And
what you mean got what they wanted? The United States gave it to them. You admitted that earlier. So how the fuck can you say they got what they wanted? The United States tried to ship off bitch ass jobs that they didn't want to pay Americans for because they could pay them cheaper for it. They took advantage of it. They optimized what the fuck you put in their face. And you tried to say like you did it as a kind gesture, as free trade or whatever. No, you were trying to take advantage of them. Now you mad that they done took advantage of your ass. That's like me robbing somebody and getting mad that the person that I robbed me back. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That don't even work right. That don't even sound right. I'm gonna fuck you over, but then I'm gonna complain when you actually ended up fucking me over in the long run. What? Change your politics, motherfucker.
now we're the ones holding the bag full of broken pieces. Folks have been getting over on America for years, while this country strutted around like it ran the whole world. Meanwhile, everybody, and I mean everybody, used America to level up, all while holding nothing but contempt. The rich and the
And see, this is where she about to get on that bullshit. And this is where I diluted from the video. But let me read it. King James comment. He said, American Constitution instructs we the people to form a well-regulated militia and disband tyrannical government. Yeah. Motherfuckers need to actually remember that. But I want y'all to see where she about to go on that bullshit. Because she about to say a whole bunch of fucking bullshit that I do not agree with. Matter of fact, I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm going to go back about this far. Yeah. Here we go.
You needed to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
He said, we allowed this to happen. We allowed American manufacturing to die. We allowed American jobs to be taken. And we beefed China up so much they can openly say all this right now in the face of Americans with a nonchalant attitude. I mean, seriously trolling.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care.
MAGA people, you guys are really dumb. Seriously, the whole world knows you guys are dumb. Only you guys don't know about it.
Yeah, they don't care anymore because they got what they wanted. And now we're the ones holding the bag full of broken pieces. Folks have been getting over on America for years, while this country strutted around like it ran the whole world. Meanwhile, everybody, and I mean everybody, used America to level up, all while holding nothing but contempt. The rich and the powerful in America straight up sold off the American dream for a quick profit, threw the middle class and the poor under the bus in the process. That's why we're going through what we're going through right now, and it's absolutely necessary. It's really dangerous to be this dependent on folks that have nothing but contempt for you. Let's go ahead and get the conversation.
But no. See. This is why you a dumb bitch. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta say it about her. That is not the point that you should try to push. I want her to say it one more time. That is not the point that you should try to push.
Process. That's why we're going through what we're going through right now, and it's absolutely necessary. It's really dangerous to be this dependent on folks that have nothing but contempt for you. Let's go ahead.
It's really dangerous to be dependent on folks who have contempt for you. Who you gonna ask to change this shit in America? The same people that you depended upon that have contempt for you. These rich motherfuckers that run this shit. This why I know people are in the goddamn matrix or some shit. Well, they not in the matrix or whatever, but they just stupid. I'm just putting it like that back again. Let's just keep it simple. They stupid. Who the fuck would change this shit if we have this situation between U.S. and the United States and China? Who's in office right now? Donald Trump, right? It's a billionaire. You think he can relate to you? Matter of fact, fuck it. Who's at his inauguration? You had Mark Zuckerberg back there. You had Jeff Bezos back there. You had fucking Elon Musk back there. You had all these other motherfuckers that are billionaires standing behind this man. And you think they got your best interest, but you want to talk about motherfucking China. I gotta say it one more time. I'm playing one more time. I'll play it one more time so y'all get this.
Under the bus in the process. That's why we're going through what we're going through right now, and it's absolutely necessary. It's really dangerous to be this dependent on folks that have nothing but contempt for you. Let's
remember that line right there, y'all. Remember that motherfucking line. You think rich folks in America like us average day, everyday working motherfuckers? Because I'm an average man. I'm just saying like that. In some people's standard, I might be below average. You think a billionaire gives a fuck what goes on in my goddamn life? You think he gives a fuck? No. But you depended upon these motherfuckers to fix these problems to benefit you. The bitches don't give a fuck about you. They knew you were struggling and starving before. When this motherfucker was in office before, they knew you were struggling and starving. They knew that your job wasn't giving you a pay raise. They knew that inflation was going up. And you know what they decided to do? Give corporations, the billionaires, the millionaires, all the motherfuckers, I'm going to give them a tax cut that's permanent. And guess what? Get back in the office and say, look, we're going to do another tax cut. And guess who it's gonna be majority for? Because that last one majority for you. And for all y'all folks to say, well, he gave the people one too. Yeah, that shit expired, bitch. Theirs is still going. Know why? Because it was permanent. Why would you prioritize making a tax cut for the rich permanent, but not for the people that make these motherfuckers have all the money they got? If your priorities are for the people at the bottom. Some people need to open their fucking eyes and stop being goddamn stupid. You put a fucking criminal in the White House and think that bitch gonna fucking save you. That bitch ain't finna save a goddamn thing besides him. Well, as a matter of fact, he already saved himself because that kept him out of prison. But let me get my music back in here. My sad shit. But either way, though, politics talked about Pink Book lessons, you fucking suck. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. But I appreciate you for getting all these videos together so I can cover them, because I actually support these Chinese folks with what they're saying. Not to say that I'm 100% behind them taking it, well, not even taking advantage, but getting the up on America, because I want to live in a country that has the best opportunity for my people and everybody inside of it. And if that's at the default of your country, I'll feel bad about it and I'll say that shouldn't happen. But if I lived in a situation, I would accept it. I'm just being honest with you, and I think we all are on that same accord. But these people ain't wrong for what the fuck they saying. They're not. And a lot of people in America need to come to terms with, this country ain't been doing a goddamn thing for you. These motherfuckers literally put out an ad that people do not fucking seem to fucking recall. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. People bought into that goddamn slogan. Y'all can go look it up. You can still find the video on YouTube right now. It was a big slogan. It was a big campaign. They pushed it. And I know a lot of y'all know about it. Ask not what your country can do for you. You as an American citizen, don't ask what your country can do for you. Even though I'm robbing you, taking money out your paycheck every goddamn chance I get. Don't ask what the country that's taking your money can do for you. Ask what your good stupid ass can do for your country. And we got a lot of dummies out here. I know so many people that claim they super American, they patriot, and they ain't never fucking did a goddamn thing for the country besides willingly give up their goddamn paychecks. They ain't never served shit, never worked in any type of government function, but want to tell motherfuckers what a real American is. I think you a real fucking stupid ass dummy. Because, bitch, I served in this motherfucking country. I served this bitch. And I'll tell you, these motherfuckers ain't shit. They ain't shit. But you'll sit back and look at me like I'm crazy. You ain't never did a goddamn thing in your life for this bitch. You've been all about self. All about self. And to tell somebody else they need to pick themselves up. Bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you fucking crazy. Man, hold up. I get sick and tired of that shit, y'all. And I know sometimes y'all been coming around here and I've been ranting on shit, but I'm tired of that shit, man. I'm tired of all these dumbass motherfuckers in America. When people say certain people shouldn't vote, I don't agree with those people when they say it, but when I say it, I think it's legit. I ain't gonna bullshit. When I say it, I think it's legit. Because I wouldn't fucking let a dummy vote. I think them bitches be saying they don't want people to vote that ain't gonna vote the way they want them to vote. I think dummies shouldn't vote, period. Like, you can be a smart motherfucker and vote against the things that I believe in, but goddamn, you don't know about shit and you still running to the polls. We always be telling people, get to the polls, get to the polls, get to the polls. These motherfuckers don't even know what the fuck going on and you want them to vote. And you don't try to coerce them to vote the way you want them to vote. A lot of, like, middle America, small Amish area fucking towns, we white folks don't know about nothing that fucking go on. A lot of black folks don't give a fuck about politics. They don't. And motherfuckers be voting. And voting for the wrong goddamn thing. A lot of Hispanics voted to get their own family deported. Think about that. Shit funny right there, ain't it? And I don't feel bad about it, y'all. I do not feel bad about it. A lot of Hispanics voted to get their family deported. Their uncle was here illegally. That shit's fucking funny. But speaking of funny, y'all, we got to do a funny video to get up out of here, man. I'm gonna get out the politics shit. But that shit really bothers me, and I think y'all can tell that I'm bothered by that shit, man. I think a lot of Americans need to wake up. And just because I'm criticizing, I want everybody to understand this thing. Just because I'm criticizing the people on the right, and I did do a little criticism of the people on the left, don't mean I'm either party. Because I don't fuck with none of them. Because I understand it's a game. It's a game. And the only way the game is going to stop being played is when me, you, and the rest of us motherfuckers say it's done. But too many of y'all motherfuckers keep believing that y'all can just pick a side and it's going to change something. That's the whole art of divide and conquer. split them up so they'll never come together and figure out the real solution is that we're the fucking problem. But we got too many Americans that believe that it's the left or it's the right. Bitch, it's both of them, nigga. It's both of these bitches. Both of them the problem, bitch. Motherfuckers Republicans ain't passed shit without Democratic votes, and Democrats ain't passed shit without Republican votes. They talk about Bill Clinton and the crime bill. There's a bunch of Republicans that voted for it. Tell me I'm lying. Go look it up. You can Google it. But either way, though, we're going to some actual funny shit. Some actual funny shit because I think I depressed y'all a little bit with that shit, man. I ain't gonna bullshit. So we got to go to my Cho or whatever the fuck. I don't even know how to say this dude's name, but he be fucking with his uncle so hard, and that shit just hilarious to me. But SpongeBob. SpongeBob is an issue, man, because his uncle do not like SpongeBob. And I'm just gonna let y'all see it. So if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's get it, man. Hold on. I ain't got no volume on. Hold on. Let's go back.
How do you feel after hitting 400K?
I feel blessed, baby. You better
Just tell me how you feel.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's 400,000.
400,000 that
400,000.
Mm-hmm.
That is truly a. Where's you going with this?
No, I'm saying you said it's truly a what?
It's truly a blessing. Truly a blessing. And praying to God that we hit 600. Why you keep getting up on me? I don't like that 600,000.
Why you say 600,000 out of all numbers?
Because that's our next project.
Last time you said 1 million.
We had 400, right?
Right.
Okay, 604 is. You better start counting.
Oh, you saying, I get what he's saying, y'all. He's saying like, y'all probably already understood. I'm just a little toasted right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I hear you.
Right.
Look, I gotta pause, y'all. I'm not even gonna bullshit. I spit my beer all over my goddamn screen when he kept putting that phone in the dude's head. Kept putting it in his face. I spit all over my shit. I had to turn the camera off, bro. Oh, I spit all over it. I'm sorry. If for y'all that don't think this shit funny to me. Y'all ain't gotta have the same type of humor I got. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck. I'm just letting you know this shit's funny to me, and I hope y'all laugh because we need to end out on a good note. But I'm gonna let them continue their conversations, bro. But I spit all over this motherfucking shit. This shit crazy.
So that's the blessed part. I mean, just think we was down there. Just think we was at 10.
Think we was at 2.
We came a long way.
You remember when we had 2 subscribers?
No, I remember we had no 2 subscribers.
I do.
I don't think you remember either. We had like 10, 20. Because you can't remember.
Thank y'all for getting us to 400,000 subscribers. We got more bangers coming for y'all. Well, I want to give a special thank you to. Hold on, let me turn this. I want to give a special thank you to. I like the outfit. Hold on, pause real quick. Let's look at the outfit. He got the Michigan shirt with the jeans. Oh, my bad. But we want to give a special shout out to everybody that's subscribed, everybody that posted, reposted a video, anything that had something to do with us. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, Howard, for being the GOAT.
Thank you for being a GOAT. I would like to thank all.
No, can you say for being the spider? You the GOAT, I'm the spider.
Okay, thank you for being a spider.
Yeah, we like Charlotte's
okay.
Web.
Okay. And Uncle Howard would like to say, I'm truly humble and grateful and thankful for all the love and the support and the comments.
Boy, we forgot to thank you.
For who?
We forgot to thank you.
Thank you.
We forgot a thank you to somebody.
Okay, who? Go ahead. Say.
Oh, I want to. This person, they helped us a lot. You know, they came in at the right time and were just like, you know what? That's good. They was giving us like good algorithms in our head, basically. Really, I could say for me. But yeah, this person helped me out. Just want to say thank you to SpongeBob.
Oh no, hell no, hell
you've
no.
been there with us. You did good, bro. I appreciate SpongeBob. My uncle, he definitely love you, bro. We love you from the bottom of our hearts.
You so damn on me.
Bottom of our hearts.
Don't be putting that shit out there. Talking about some damn SpongeBob. Don't put sit them your words. Don't speak. Don't speak that shit. Don't say that shit. Don't be saying I like that motherfucker. See how you get me talking? Now we was doing all fine until you bring up his motherfucking name. And I said, my no damn SpongeBob. Now you could have left his name out. You could have brought up anybody's name. You could have said Tom and Jerry. Anybody, but that's some fucking SpongeBob. Some damn SpongeBob. That is your SpongeBob. You keep him down there or get the fuck out of my room.
He told me he had a gift for you.
You can take that gift and shove it.
What? You gonna say that over his gift? That's his gift, Uncle Howard. You can't say that to somebody gift they trying to give you.
What the hell did SpongeBob give me? What the name?
I can't tell you. You're just gonna have to see it.
Oh no. I ain't got trying to see what's on SpongeBob doing.
Oh, you gonna see? I gotta bring it in here for you. I ain't gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna bring it in here for you. And I'm gonna just show you. It's for real. They sent it.
I don't trust you nothing. With last time especially the other night when we were celebrating.
Oh, that cake.
That's not that fucking cake. It's that song. I said put on some music. You gonna go put on some damn SpongeBob. I ain't even heard of that shit. And you dance. Oh, that shit back. You dancing like you all here to the music and everything and bebopping and all that shit you doing. And now you gonna put on some shit I ain't never heard of. Don't even know what the name of that song is. If you move that damn camera back, you gonna be in trouble.
All right, look, y'all. He about to give his uncle. Look, obviously y'all can tell his uncle does not like SpongeBob. Well, he said he got a present for him, and I guess this boy went and bought a SpongeBob costume. And I just want y'all to see how. Yeah, just watch it. I'm sorry, I'm crying already. I cry every time I watch these videos, man. Shit.
What in the fuck is this? I don't believe this shit. This can't be real. This can't be real. I should beat your ass.
What do you want?
Got a little scared. Got a little scared.
I'll be wrong if I like the shit out you. I'll be wrong. I know I will be. Don't wave your hand. I don't know what the fuck you. I don't understand what you're saying. Don't wave your hand. Don't say shit. Don't walk up on me now. Don't walk up on me. What the fuck you walking up on me? Why you walking up on me?
I'm terrified of SpongeBob. Unc is terrified of this motherfucker right now. He really thinks SpongeBob is real.
Get your ass back if I knock the shit out you. Ass out, motherfucker. I told your ass. Deal with me. Help me up. Tomorrow, Hill, stop. It's me. I can get you know it with me. Play with me. Don't play with me with no motherfucker SpongeBob. Get your ass up. Play up in here. Play with the motherfucker SpongeBob. The fuck you doing some shit like that?
Yeah, I thought you wanted no for we hit 400K. I told you I had a surprise for you. This your present.
Not no motherfucker SpongeBob.
Yeah, no, I'm saying you can see him like in person. That's what I tried to do.
What the fuck I want to see some SpongeBob in person for?
To hug him.
Get the. You got that costume on. You know what? Get the fuck away from me. Take that shit off.
No, you gotta just talk to SpongeBob. Come on, talk to SpongeBob.
You know what, SpongeBob? You a sorry motherfucker. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you walk.
All right, now give him a hug, because you got some problems.
You put your hands on me, you gonna have a motherfucking problem.
I can't get out. I'm stuck. Help me. You gotta unzip me.
Power help, I can't. Help.
Why you ain't help me?
The hell you gonna walk in my damn room with that bullshit on?
It's a present. We hit 400K. This was the gift I was telling you about. Remember, I was telling you I was gonna have something for you.
SpongeBob,
Yeah,
of all people.
it's SpongeBob. Remember when I said, "Oh, that we gotta thank SpongeBob too." This is you. You were supposed to say, "Thank you, SpongeBob. I appreciate you for all you done," but you didn't say that.
You look at it like the shit out of him. That's what you look at it like the shit out of SpongeBob. That's
Count more me, because I was learning.
both y'all motherfuckers. That's y'all two together.
You really Squidward.
Who?
Squidward. The person that don't like SpongeBob, you act just like him.
You better get. Don't walk up on me. Don't walk on me. Walk on me with that. Okay, you the wrong.
Come on, just give him a hug, just for old time's sake. Come here. And Howard, come here. Just give him a hug.
Why y'all jump? Why y'all jump? Get the fuck out. You bring that motherfucker there. Motherfucker, SpongeBob, oh come up here, and he gonna stand up here like he wanna do something. You that about a bitch? I already knocked the fuck out you. Bring his ass in here and get his ass kicked. It fucked up. And he can bring all the rest of his motherfucking friends, squeaking all the way from the star and worm, all the motherfuckers. Tell about it.
And the moral of the story is, Unc don't like SpongeBob. I'm sorry, y'all. That shit is funny to me. It's funny to me. And yes, Marcus, I saw you saying, "What the hell are we watching?" You saw what we watched. We supposed to leave out on the good note. I'm glad you got here a little bit later because I was talking about your good daddy Trump, and I know you wouldn't have liked that. I know you got to bow to the man, bow to your daddy. But look, y'all, have a safe night tonight. Have a safe night tonight, man. Y'all stay out of trouble. Hopefully y'all go watch some SpongeBob or some shit like that. But just definitely stay out of trouble, man. Look, it's been fun. It's been great. But I'm getting the fuck up out of here, man. Look, y'all catch us on Mondays. Actually, yeah, because CJ switched his show to Mondays. So depending on how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling froggy, I might do something tomorrow, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's been one. I'll let you boy.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.